Pierce County Road, Cessna 5955 Echo, taking off runway 35, straight out departure to the north, Pierce. Okay, and go. Throttle. Go.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Start the roll.
Keep going. More power. More power. A little bit less power. Bring me around the corner.
Pierce County traffic, 4919.
You want to try and get the center
Straight,
there?
yep. Center and straight. Full power, bring it up. No brakes, feet, heels are on the floorboard.
Okay. Feels
Full
up.
power, full. Get it up there quick. Looking way down the runway. Green, green, so I'm checking oil pressure, looking way down the runway. Checking airspeed, looking way down the runway. Building a little bit of back pressure, hand on the throttle.
Full stop.
Building a little more back pressure because it's getting sloppy, so that means it's sure to be flying. Now I'm touching my cowling to the trees.
Right.
So just get it right about there. Check my airspeed. It's looking great. Back out front. Using a little more right rudder because I'm stomping on it for you. So right.
Whoa.
Then adjust for that because we hit a little bit of bump there. So just bring it back into there. Nope, not too much. Don't stab at it.
I'm
Just
so
let it
sorry.
fly. Just let it roll good, and it's just wind. It's no big deal. A little less power because when you push down too much, it's going to speed up your engine,
Right.
which is going to create more lift and want to pull you back up. So back that power out a little more, all the way to 23. Just try to keep it at 23. And when you push forward too much, you can redline, so you don't want to do that.
Right.
We're coming up on 15, just keep pushing forward here. Usually, if we're descending 500 feet per minute, we're going to roll out 50 feet early. So start to relax your pressure. It'll come up, and it's just going to set there at 1500. And we hold it forward here, just a little bit of light pressure. And if we're pushing forward, we roll it up. If we're pulling back, we roll it down. Go ahead and turn me down the river. Be looking around outside, because you're in charge of all this, not just inside. This is junk. You don't need to see any of that. That's all behind it. We're turning right for that smokestack. We're going to follow the river out here towards the thing. We're over the fairgrounds.
Oh.
They're right below us here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And then we need to get the weather for Tacoma Narrows. So I'm going to go ahead and listen to COM 2.
Weather's better than 5,005. Temperature 09er, dew point -03, altimeter 3039.
Just a little bit.
Visual runway 35 approaching.
Give me 23.
Advise unless contact you have Quebec.
A little more power. 23.
Come here, Bob.
Sorry.
It's okay. A little more power.
One.
Give me all the 2300 RPM.
5,005.
There you go.
Temperature
Sounds good right
09er,
there.
dew point
Push
-03,
forward.
altimeter 3039.
Just a level flight outside.
Visual runway
And then trim
35
off any
approaching.
pressure.
Advise unless contact you have Quebec.
Alright, so they're using Quebec. We have to remember what their letter is for each hour. And so there's a little too much, so I'm having to push forward just a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and roll it up just a little bit. There you go.
Okay. Now it's okay.
Yep,
Start.
still climbing a little bit, so maybe a little bit more roll up. Just tiny bits, yep. There you go. And we're looking outside. Don't look inside.
Yep.
This is all behind it. This
Right.
is instant. This is the real world here versus
Right.
a little bit behind.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just following this out here. We could go over this way if we wanted to, but we have to be below 1,800 feet, which we are. We're at 1,500 feet, and you're climbing to 1,600 right now. That was a thermal.
Okay.
It blew you up. We just did a little bit of thing. It's probably coming off this, comes into the valley, and then it's swirling up like that. Or
Swirling up.
who knows what it's doing. So we kind of hold this for a little bit. We see what it does. But you basically went up 100 feet, and your airspeed went up.
Right.
So that means it was a thermal. We got,
Okay.
or we got forced up by something.
Oh. So if I'm pushing in, I'm pushed down.
If you're pushing forward, then you're going to roll it upwards.
Rolling upwards.
Upwards, yeah. So roll it upwards. If you're pulling back,
Then you roll
then you
down.
roll it down.
Oh, so like it's your direction that you're...
Yes, that you're kind of it's totally reversed. If you start reading what it says, so if you roll it up, that's nose down. If you roll it down, it's a nose up. But if I'm pushing forward, then I need to roll it up to drop the nose because I'm trying to push it forward and push the nose down. If I'm pulling back, I need to roll it down. We're climbing pretty high there, so don't put me back down there a little bit. And you can hold it for just a little bit. Don't fly too much. Relax your grip. So I have the controls.
Okay. I have the
Just
controls?
No, I have them.
Oh.
I'm taking them. So just let go. I have the controls.
Okay.
So there's not a lot of flying that has to happen right now, right?
Gotcha.
So now it's coming down a little bit, so I'll just readjust that a little bit.
So you don't even have to be holding this to be
I
adjusting
don't. No,
that?
it can adjust it. Now it's going into a little bit of a dive. It's going to adjust for itself because it's speeding up. It's creating more lift. It's going to start into a little bit of a climb. It's doing itself. You don't have to worry about it. I got it.
Okay.
And then I can even make turns here if I want to because I can use my rudders.
Yeah,
my turn, as long as I don't go over 30 degrees of bank, it's not going to roll me over. So I can come over this way. I'm headed for this point over here. I'll slowly roll it out nice and gently, just using my rudder. What I'm watching for here, though, is if it kicks me, then I need to get on these quick and stop that. But it's been nice and thing. So I'm a little bit descending here, so I'll just put it a little bit more down.
Wow, that's really interesting how much that actually affects.
Well, so here's 2 fingers. So this is how I fly usually. So here's 2 fingers.
Whoa!
I can break this plane with nothing but my 2 fingers here. So I don't need to be fisting it. So treat it like a lady. I'm not going to be a mister.
Okay.
So that's my X-rated version.
I'll remember that one, yeah.
But yeah, it's just very light and it's just very small. There's not much you have to do. And I mean, most of the time I'm just flying kind of like this. And I mean, if it does yank me over, then I just bring it back over. And once it's there, just, it's nice and smooth. So you have the controls.
I have the controls. It's kind of wild how much...
We're flying for that point right there. So take me to that point, yeah. That's Brown's Point, and we're going to report Brown's Point, 1,500 feet inbound for landing with Quebec when we call it Tacoma Narrows. We can go and switch their frequency. 118.5. We already got the weather, so we're good there. We can flip that one to ground now.
Okay.
Now, when we talk on ground, we have the auto button, and we need to flip it to ground to talk on it. So that's all we have to do there.
Oh, okay. You have to switch
if not, I'd have to press that and turn it. So.
Gotcha.
We got that traffic site, we'll follow.
And we're listening to them, seeing what's going on over here, making sure they're using the runway they said they were going to be using. They're using 3.5, and I can see the wind is blowing that way. So we want to land this way, so that makes sense to 3.5.
Right.
This will put us on the 45 for the runway. And the runway is over there. You can see the Tacoma Narrows Bridge.
Yeah.
Do you? So it's right over here in between your wing spar.
Oh, yeah,
Sticking up that little point. You can barely see it over there. It's on the other side of
yep, I see it.
It's on the other side of the bridge. So we're headed for that.
Okay.
Once we get a call and we tell them we're coming inbound. But we're making sure they're not too busy, while we're listening to it here. We're just checking.
It's really quite amazing how much dirt sediment is coming out of that river into the water.
Oh, yeah.
That's quite interesting.
Sus 50 Hotel, if I base got one launch in front of you.
Still call my base 50 Hotel.
And Tacoma Tower, Skycatcher 76 Zulu is entering right downwind for runway 35. Cessna 51 Charlie, no delay, turn right next taxiway and contact grounds.
No delay, turn right next taxiway, contact ground, Sky 51 Charlie.
Skycatcher 76 Zulu, extend downwind, you're going to be number 3 to the runway, you're following Cessna, that's on the opposite downwind. We'll extend our downwind and we got traffic in sight, 76 Zulu.
He is pretty busy.
Tacoma Tower, November 914 Zulu, 9.5 miles to the north, coming in for full stop with information, Quebec.
So it's 914 Zulu, Tacoma Tower, and left downwind runway 35, report downwind.
Alright, we're not going there.
Okay.
Left downwind.
Turn me this way. We're under 1,500 feet. We can go underneath the 1,800 foot shelf that's right over here that goes straight into Seattle. We're going to Auburn.
Base your discretion, launching one in front of you, runway 35.
So basically right there we would have been on a 45 to enter 3.5 and get over there, but it's not worth the hassle. This is a 20-degree turn. Keep going to 30.
Okay.
Bring that little tick mark over to the center there. That's a 30-degree bank. You're going to have a little bit more down pitch, so you need a little bit more back pressure to hold level. Head me right for that water tower.
Follow that traffic, number 276.
And now we can go ahead and switch frequencies because that was a bust.
Bummer.
That's okay.
There's county traffic, 4919.
Now Auburn Airport is straight ahead.
Okay.
So it's actually not much out of our way, and that's probably what I do normally. Now, that's SeaTac Airport, see it?
Yep.
See the tower for SeaTac?
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
That's it right there. So we're going underneath their approach. So we need to stay down low at our 1,500 feet.
Okay.
We just have to be below 1,800, but if we're near 1,800 and somebody goes across us, we set up their TCAS, they have to do a go-round.
Right.
They have no choice. Pull up, pull up, pull up. He has to do it. So then he's screwed. That's 10 grand, 100 grand. I don't know what it costs them to do a go-round.
Yeah.
Depends on the connecting flights, but it could be a real pain in the butt.
Right. Oh, wait, I want to push on right. There we go.
Always step on the ball.
Yeah.
Well, don't always, but in this case, step on the ball. When you're in a steep turn, the ball wants to drop inside. Sometimes you don't have to step on it as much. because it's gravity's pulling it down a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But that's
As per traffic, sky 5.
and I live right here.
Left downwind.
Really?
Yep.
25.
Cool.
If you want to drop me off and take it home, that would save me an hour drive.
Yeah, right. Same here.
And it took us how long to get here? You know,
Yeah.
it's like
10 minutes.
so quick. They need to invent hover cars. Damn it.
Show traffic, Cessna
So here's an airliner, and here's an airliner.
500.
So we're going underneath them. So we want to make sure we're at that 1,500 feet. We're down low. We're not anywhere high.
1,400.
Yep.
Traffic.
Because we don't want to set up TCAS because it's going to be right over the top.
Right downwind, runway
Right.
5.
He's high enough, though it's not a big deal. But if he's on the bottom of the 3,000 coming in here real low, so he's on the bottom of it and we're on the top of it, then it can be, or he can be 1,800 feet there, 1,900.
Right.
We're at 1,800.
As per traffic.
He's going to get a go around. He needs to 500 feet.
25 as per.
All right, so we're listening to Auburn now. We're talking on Auburn, number one. Auburn traffic, Cessna 55 Echoes, coming up on the mall, setting up for the 45 for 34 Auburn. I didn't tell him my altitude because it's assumed I'm at 1,500 or so. Doesn't really matter in this area.
Traffic, yellow black experimental, right base to final.
So here's this airliner right there.
Taking off.
Got your altitude, looks good.
1,450.
And then you
1,400.
can see how they're just lining up here, going right in.
Wow. That is really crazy.
And that's about as close as you want to get.
Yeah.
He could be 500 feet lower, but man, that might set off his TCAS if he was any lower.
Final 25, Eisenberg, full five.
And you know, if we were up at 1,700, we'd be pretty damn close to it. That's 400 feet higher.
Pretty close.
It might set it off, so we're just careful.
Fair. So is it, if you're questioning, it's better to take a bit of a dip?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, in that case, he was right above us. It's best to be down a little bit. It's not hurting us to be down, you know, here, because our pattern altitude is going to be 1,000 anyway when we're over here.
Right, okay.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 55 Echo is coming up on I-5, headed for the water tower, setting up for the 45 for 34 Auburn. So water tower's right there, that's what I'm headed for right now. There is a surface area that we're not even allowed to fly in, just right over here. That lake that's over there with those.
Oh yeah?
That lake right there, we can't be over there.
Oh, okay.
So we're coming through here kind of threading the needle because that's their surface area. We need to stay the hell out of it.
Gotcha.
And they have a Class Delta surface area that circles them also, which extends a little bit in other areas that a lot of people that don't know about. They don't even know it's there. It's an important one to get and know.
Shell traffic, Cessna 89071, 4 miles to the east.
So here we can start a little bit of descent down to 3,000. We're looking for people coming right at us because there's Emerald Downs, the green building. Auburn Airport is just past it straight. We're right into midfield right there.
Oh, wow.
And there's a guy over there. There's a guy up there above him. See a couple of them there. So you can back out a little bit of power. We're looking for 80 knots here when we're done.
Runway 5, Sheldon.
We're looking for traffic in the pattern though, and a lot of bird wildlife down here, ducks, geese. Emerald Downs floods, and there'll be like 100,000 geese in there. We gotta watch out for that. Auburn traffic, Cessna 595 Echoes over the water towers, turning for the 45 for left traffic 34 Auburn. So I'm looking for somebody coming over this way, going that way for downwind, and then base final. We're looking for that. And we're looking for be 1,000 feet down here. A little less power, bring it down to 19. So now you see the airport here, right in front of us.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The yellow black experimental turning right base to final, landing runway 5.
We're looking over here for traffic coming at us. I don't see any. Looks fine. Making our turn. I like to be just on the inside of the freeway here. This is the downwind. We're looking for 1,000 feet and 80 knots. So we're bringing our nose up a little bit because we're a little low, but we're also a little fast. It's going to work out perfect. Also watch out for at night in rush hour traffic, the traffic guy flies through here doing his traffic announcements.
Oh, okay.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 55 Echoes on left downwind, 34, full stop, Auburn. Okay, we're being the numbers, carb heat, pull it out, pull your bower back to 1,500. We're 80 knots in the flap range, 1 notch of flaps.
2 mile right, 45.
Drop your nose to hold 80 knots because we just introduced some drag with those flaps.
Right.
So now we have to have a lower pitch angle to compensate. Not too steep, but right out here is what I'm looking for.
Okay.
And I'm not looking inside, I'm looking outside.
Yep.
Okay, good. Couldn't tell where you're looking. Looking over your shoulder at the runway. We're looking to make our base turn here. We're going to make it right about here. 30 degrees of bank using left rudder. Just a little bit. Too much left rudder. Less left rudder.
Oh, I see,
Yep.
Gotcha.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 55 Echoes, left base, 34, full stop, Auburn. Rolling out right here. Get me kind of straight. Keep my nose here about 70, so it's almost a timeout. We're not really descending at this point. Looking every direction, making our turn. And watch out for the birds. Seagulls and crows will dodge you generally. Ducks will just try to become dinner. They'll fly right into you. Geese, same thing. All right, so we're a little high here. So I'm looking at the cowling and I'm looking at the numbers. Go ahead and back your power out to 1100. So see how close the cowling is to the numbers?
Yes.
So we're almost losing sight of it. Put in 1 notch of flaps. Okay, check my airspeed. 1 more notch of flaps. And 1 more notch of flaps. All right, now we have in 40 degrees of flaps. Now,
you could feel that.
And go ahead and push forward. We're going 65. Drop your nose, just hold it down here crazy. See how the airspeed isn't really speeding up?
Yeah.
Especially if you had your power out at this point, we would not even, we just push forward and we'd never get it fast. Bring us over to center. Use a little bit more right rudder. Bring us back this way.
Okay.
Let it keep descending like this. Bring your nose up a little bit. Just kind of let it relax, keeping looking way down the runway at the far end.
Yep.
Bring your nose up a little more, and you need a little more right rudder to straighten us out because we're a little crooked.
Whoa, okay.
Power out. Don't brake, just using this back pressure here to slow us down. And then we're just kind of letting it roll out because our next taxiway is quite a ways up here. We missed the midfield one, which is no big deal.
Okay.
Power can go back up to about 1,000, somewhere in there, it doesn't really matter. There you go, now you can pull it out again. Pull your power out. And then we're braking straight ahead. And we're releasing the brakes, and we're making our nice
Auburn,
gentle turn. Maybe using a little bit of right brake rudder. Yeah,
with gusts to minor temperature 1 Celsius, dew point -1 Celsius, altimeter 3 minor over.
And we'll clean ourselves up here. So pulse light off.
Pulse light off.
Carb heat in.
Carb heat in.
Throttle always at 1,000. Whenever you stop, just get it back up because it feels kind of dying. It feels rough.
Right, yeah.
It feels good now. It's burning a good amount of fuel. It's not going to foul your plugs. And then flaps gently up. All right, and after landing is complete, and now we can make a call if we wanted to. We're not gonna, but we look back over here behind me, and it says Foxtrot. So we're gonna taxi via Foxtrot, or Foxtrot at Foxtrot, taxiing via Alpha, I guess is the taxiway, to Charlie, or to runway 34, whatever we want. But we're just gonna go ahead and do it.
So, but normally you would make the call.
No, I don't tend to, but if I'm in a real someplace and there's some confusion or something, then I'll call it.
Okay, so you would basically just call where you are
Airport,
and then where you're going to go.
Yep.
Wind variable at
And for that sort of call, do you have to precursor the call with the airport and then your
dew point -1
number?
Celsius, altimeter 3040 over.
So that guy pressed. The winds are favoring 3.5 or 3.4. All right, so go ahead and go. Sorry, there was a guy asking which runway we were using. And then he clicked it, and then it said winds variable.
Airport automated advisory.
And he did it again. Click, click, click.
At
Turns that on.
with gusts to minor temperature 1 Celsius, dew point -1.
So it didn't tell him the winds. That's why I told him it's favoring 3.4 because I can see the sock there pointing.
Gotcha. Okay, so you could make little calls like that to kind of help other pilots.
Yes, yeah, because he didn't get the information he wanted, and he was asking for an advisory what runway we were using.
Gotcha.
And it didn't tell him. A little less power here. We're looking at all these things here in case somebody pulls out.
Right.
Dogs, kids, whatever come out here. We're going to turn away.
Auburn traffic, helicopter.
And we're going to kill our engine.
Okay.
So basically, you turn away. That'll give them prop wash in their face, so they won't come any closer. And then you can kill your engine by pulling that.
Correction, 800, descending 500.
Watch out for these planes sitting around, cars, whatever it is. Anything that's not parked where you normally expect it, just watch your wing coming by it, because maybe he's an idiot and parked out where you could hit it.
That far.
A lot of helicopters here.
Interesting.
Yeah,
that's a nice steel plane.
Yeah, and then this is an RV right here at the fuel. He's super fast.
Oh wow! Nice.
Little wings, lots of engine to carry him around, so we want to watch out for him. Keep going. We're going all the way to the end, and we'll go to start it.
Gotcha.
So a little faster than us, maybe. Our speed, way faster. So we don't want to pull out in front of him. If he's on base, we might wait. If a Cessna's on base, then we're going to probably go. If a 152's on base, then shit, yeah, we got all day.
Yeah, okay.
If it's a Cub, though, it's also slow, but they do their patterns lower and tighter. So they can be
They can be pretty quick, yeah.
Yeah, they can be in the way. And you won't see them a lot of times, too, because they're too tight and they're above your wing.
Yeah, and most people throw those stole kits on their Cubs, too.
Yeah. They're meant to land short and do that stuff, but they fly them, they don't fly very fast. They go like, 80 tops on most of them. Depends on what kind of engine they have, but and then they make their base so short to get in here, it's crazy. Okay, so he just entered the downwind for 3-4, so we're listening to what's happening around us.
So 3-4 is that way, based off that?
This way is the way you're landing, but go out, base, and then back, so he's on the downwind over there.
Gotcha.
So he's flying this way, he's going to come base, and he's going to come in to land.
Okay.
And he may beat us if we don't get up here and make our call and go.
Okay.
Don't rush. I'm just saying.
Right, yeah.
It's always better to wait safely on the ground than to rush into the air.
That would make sense. Where should I stop?
We're going to come all the way over here. We're going to stop at the runway, pointed that way just a little bit. Now, make sure he's not an idiot. Maybe he's flying the wrong direction, saying 3-4. But there he is, way down there in the helicopter, so that's fine. It's a helicopter. I didn't know it was a helicopter. I mean, it's a plane. It's low, whatever it is. All right, so post light.
Post light.
And carbs in, trim is set, throttle's going to go full, flaps are up. Make sure it's full rich.
How can you trim set?
It's fine. Yeah, the arrow. That's takeoff is right in the middle.
Close enough.
Yeah, so a little bit below is fine.
How easy a radio?
That is a helicopter.
Yeah. Radio is working. The radio switch just was popped out, so we fixed it. Thank you for your help. Appreciate it.
Sounds good.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 55 Echo, taking off runway 34 to the north. Auburn. All right, and go. Checking for traffic.
Right.
Making sure I didn't miss something. Nobody calls, nobody bitches, so we should be good. Pulse lights, so lights, camera, action, we're good already there. Coming around here.
Auburn traffic.
A little less power.
53 Lima's on a 3-mile final, 35 traffic permitting Auburn.
Full power. So that guy's on a 3-mile final straight in. So he was out there, I didn't see him. Full power. Looking for ducks and geese coming across. It's gonna be that time of year. A little more back pressure because it's already starting to drift on you. And as you bring the nose up, a little more right rudder is needed. Right there, hold it, and it's going to take off, and we're just touching our cowling to the trees out there. So don't let it come up too much. Be looking all the way out here. Drop it.
Oh, I see. Yep.
Looking out here to line up with the trees. Make sure you're not drifting side to side by looking outside of these other roads. Don't stab at your rudders ever. That'll get you in trouble for the stall, or for the spin. Because that sideways motion is how we spin. We're going that way, but the plane's twisted that way.
A 2-mile final behind the helicopter.
You have to do a lot worse, but depends. And you have to stall it first.
For 3-5 Auburn.
Okay, so we're climbing up to 1,000 feet, and then see this road over here? Yeah. Make sure I'm not going towards it. I want to stay straight. Railroad tracks over there, whatever you want to use. I just pretend there's a magenta line going straight out, and I might use downtown Auburn, or Seattle, maybe, or maybe Bellevue at this point. A little more right rudder. Just a little bit. Doesn't take much. Keep it in there. Keep your climb going, and I don't know where he's going. Because Seattle's right there. So. There's another helicopter there. See him? The helicopter? He's right over here. He's in between your wing spots. See him?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hard to see, so watch out for those stupid things.
He's going fast.
Yeah. They can go our speed, but half the time they're floundering around, wasting time and in the way.
Yeah.
All right, so raise your wing this way, because we want to go this way. We want to look. There's nobody passing us, no RV that's zipping past us. Then we're going to make our turn that way.
Right downwind for
no more than about 30, using rudder, good. Bring your nose up, because we still want to be climbing. You're climbing me to 1,500 feet.
For 3-4 Auburn. Auburn traffic, 53 Lima's on a half-mile final for 3-4 Auburn.
So we got 100 feet to go to 15. We're just going straight here. This looks good. Looking for traffic outside. Oh, like I said, all this stuff is just junk.
Right.
I do not know where that plane is going. Oh, he's landing Boeing. Dang. So this is Boeing airfield over there as you go around to Seattle. That long kind of pavement area up there, right before the main town. He's headed right into it.
Oh,
a big jet.
Yeah.
Pretty rare to see them going to there. Now it's old 1,500. Then back your power out because we're too high. We want to slow it down to about, usually you're 23 now, but we're going to go ahead and land at Crest airpark. So back your power out to 20. and get me back down to 15. So push it forward a bit, just to get in, and head me right for that lake. This is Lake Meridian.
Lake Meridian?
Yep.
Okay.
Norman Grier traffic, Cessna 55 Echo, coming up on Lake Meridian, looking for the 45 for 33, traffic permitting, Crest. So they changed the name from Crest to Norman Grier.
Traffic, Skyhawk 930 uniform is joining a 45 for a 33 right at Harvey. Harvey.
Oh, so he's at Harvey, so that's fine. So we're 1,500 feet. Look outside.
Yeah.
Put your nose level. So this is level. I'm using the bottom of the mountains to give me that swath right there. It's about 3 fingers for me, maybe 2 for you. That's level flight, and then trim off the pressure. All right, so at this point, we can go ahead and turn towards those 2 water towers. Okay. The airport is between us and those 2 water towers. We can't see it because it's in the trees.
Gotcha.
And I want to hold my 15, so don't let me dive because there's too much brown, so bring my nose up to there. Then we're looking both sides of us here for traffic as we're entering the 45. We're on the 45 for the downwind. Norman Grier traffic, Cessna 55 Echo is on the 45 for 33 Norman Grier Crest. We're just headed for those water towers. Now you can just start to see hangars.
Yeah, right
Yep,
there.
those are the hangars.
Okay, wow.
So we're going to come over here and we're going to turn downwind. Well, in a little bit.
Okay.
Not yet, sorry.
Sorry.
We're going over here to the power lines and we're going to follow the power lines that way for a little bit. This is a public airport, but people live on it.
Oh.
There's houses all around it, lots of old planes.
Cool.
It's kind of interesting. Yeah, it's kind of a cool one to go.
Like a lot
and it doesn't have a straight in approach. We have to dogleg it to get through the trees.
Cool.
More advanced than lesson 1, but I'm just out here to show you around and let you fly around and feel
fun.
it. So, and I think we're actually on a little bit of lesson 2, maybe almost now. All right, so right about here, we're going to go ahead and turn our downwind. We're looking for traffic off this shoulder, make sure nobody's turning into us and nobody's coming straight across the airport at us, holding our 1500. Norman Grier traffic, Cessna 55 Echo is left downwind 33, Norman Grier Crest. All right, so now I'm looking at the runway. I'm looking as I come up here near the end of it. I'm going to pull my carbine out.
Go traffic, traffic 57 Alpha.
And I'm looking for a little more that way.
North, 1,000 feet.
Hey, pretty good.
Traffic inside. We're going to open flap the field, drop in through.
Carbine, power back to 1500 when I come up on the end of the runway. Holding my altitude. I'm in the flap range. The little white arc is the flap range.
So
1 notch of flaps. Push forward to hold 80 because I added the drag.
Right.
Looking over my shoulder here at the runway. Just making sure I'm good. I don't want to get too far from it. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, the red building is the easiest thing to aim for. Pushing forward to hold 80. It's just right there. It's about that much of a hand, you know.
Right.
From the bottom of the hills, not the hills.
Yeah.
Looking good right about there. Make your turn for base.
57 Alpha on the left downwind, 27.
And then not so fast. Use more aileron, not so much rudder, I guess.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because you're kind of flipping me, it feels like a barrel almost. Norman Grier Crest traffic, Cessna 55 Echoes on base, turning final for 33 Norman Grier full stop. All right, so a little less power because we're high. We're going to make our turn for final. It's not lined up with the runway. We're going into the dogleg. So go ahead and put in some flaps because we're high. Put in some more flaps. And put in some more flaps because see how it's touching our runway or touching our cowling almost?
Oh, yeah.
Now, pull your power all the way out because we're still way too high. And then push your nose over. We have all this extra drag, so we're actually not going to speed up to about 70 even hardly doing this.
Right.
But see how it's dropping us in here big time? We also have the option of slipping to land, which I can do that too if we needed to. But right now we're going 75, so we're a little fast. So a slip to land, I'm going to bring in here, I'm going to bring in a little bit of rudder.
Oh.
And then I'm coming through the tree here, and now we're dirty.
Yeah.
Watching my tree stops there as I come around here. Now we're straightening it out for our runway. We're holding our 60, and I slowly bring the nose up as I bring out that rudder that I put in there. Bring my nose up just a little bit. Oh, we're dropping out. That's okay. And we're just burning off that airspeed as we set down. And we were a little cattywampus, that's why it had a little bit more oomph.
Right.
Because we were a little bit twisted as I set it down.
Yeah, we weren't quite.
Wasn't perfectly straight. And it doesn't take much twist to really get you in trouble.
It was that little bit of lift as we were coming close, was that ground effect?
Yes, it's always gonna, you'll get down there in the ground effect and it'll kind of swoop. And then take us this way, but we're gonna go that direction. So keep going up the hill. Not too much, just a little bit. We're gonna roll this way. Come around. Let it keep rolling. Let it keep rolling, keep going, just no brakes at all. A little bit of brake there to get it turned even more. Okay. And then we'll stop right here and clean it up. So lights,
Pulse lights on.
carb heat,
Carb heat in.
power's at 1,000, flaps gently up. So it's just in order.
Okay.
That helps.
Carb heat, pulse light.
Pulse light, carb heat.
Pulse light,
Boom,
carb
boom,
heat.
boom, boom, boom.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Go across.
Always start with a thing. So if I come down here, boom, 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 boom,
Gotcha.
boom, 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 boom. Or I can start here and go that way. So you just have little easy things to keep this after landing is that.
Right.
Before takeoff is this.
Okay.
So all right, and we
I like that. Good way to think.
Then you're going to do a steep turn. Then you're going to do slow flight, power on, power off, unusual attitudes, some hood work. So you're just using these guys in here, looking in, and then you'll do an emergency fire or something like that, and then you'll go home, do some landings, and then you're done with your check ride.
Oh, okay.
So pretty easy. And there will be one ground reference maneuver, which is easy. Nobody fails those. Knock on plastic wood, but nobody generally fails those.
Yeah.
The only way to fail them is to get real low on your altitude or real high or something.
I like. Whoa.
This guy right here. So these trees right here.
Yeah.
There's a little road that cuts into this side of them.
Yeah.
Going through there. There's a dude that lands his cub
in those trees.
In those trees, going that way.
Damn.
It's insane. And that's his house right there. Inside, he has a hangar and his little cub in there.
Damn, that's.
But he has like. I mean, it's so tight when he goes in. I seen it one time. I was like, oh, man.
Oh, shit.
I was like, he's crazy. So now just head for that smoke, or we can go this way. So let's go that way. That'll be more fun. Southeast Spectre, the 5-5 Echo, over Lake Taps, 2,000 feet. Headed for the fairgrounds. Last call for Southeast Spectre. So Lake Taps. If you get down lower, 500 feet, sometimes girls will up top. It's happened to me once in a float plane. I was like, yes!
Yeah!
Couldn't see anything, but I was still like, sweet! Thumbs up for the effort. Yeah. So we're going to head for that big building right there. That is a new construction. Where do you live?
DuPont.
Okay, so you drive right by that maybe if you're using the 167. That's newly built.
Oh.
Down in Sumner, and you can go up the backside of the hill to get to Pierce County. There's 94th, there's Meridian, and then there's the back way, which is this. You go right by that and up the hill. It's way faster.
Oh, interesting.
12 minutes faster.
Really?
Yeah, you might turn, instead of going back onto Meridian, turn the opposite way, and then ask Google to get you home, and it'll bring you back Shaw Road and all these weird things. Come out and get on the freeway and go that way.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It's 12 minutes faster for me to get home to Federal Way. So, then 94th. If you're using Meridian, you're insane. 94th is pretty fast.
Yeah.
This is even faster.
Yeah, I take back roads home past McNeil and JBLM to get me off Thorn on I-5. That's, if it's trafficy, that's the fastest way.
Yep.
I mean, otherwise you're sitting
DuPont.
on 512.
Oh, DuPont, never mind.
DuPont, yes.
DuPont.
So
I was thinking Des Moines.
Yeah, oh yeah, no.
Yeah, you're going the other way. Yeah,
I'm going
you're
south.
Yeah, south.
Yeah.
So never mind.
Yeah, I've never passed that
And then
one.
to send me down to 1,500 feet.
Okay.
And we could be at this altitude, but we're going on near that shelf is right here. The 1,800-foot shelf is at the corner right here.
Oh, okay.
So I want to be back down to 1,500, so I'm just kind of saving that. We're not in it, and we're headed for the fairgrounds, which are right over here. That's the mall on the north end of Meridian.
Practice area, Cessna 2711.
That's the mall. We're headed this way.
2 miles
We need to
north
flip
of Lake
frequencies, and we also want to do our before landing checklist. So pop that out. I'm going to make the first call for Pierce County. Pierce County traffic, since the 5-5 Echo is 7 miles to the north. Going to be crossing the fairgrounds, set up with 45 for 3-5, 1,500 feet for Pierce.
Pierce County, 711 November,
So before landing checklist.
Seatbelt harness secure.
Good on my side?
Good on my side. Fuel selector valve, both.
Both.
Good. Both selected. Mixture rich. Mixture rich.
And do 1 or 2 items, look outside, and you're doing good about looking, so just keep that up.
Carb heat. Do you want to pull it on?
No, we'll do that once we get to the back.
Yeah, that's
cold.
what I thought. Okay.
Carb
heat cold.
180.
Autopilot not installed.
3 miles to the south.
Air conditioning not installed.
So let me roll while you're looking. And then give me more power here. Let's get to 23 so we can go home faster, because you're paying for time, not fuel.
Yeah.
Let's waste some fuel. Give me a 1,500 and turn me over this way. Fairgrounds are right over there. So that's the hospital. The road zigzags and goes up the hill. That's Meridian right on the top. But this is the freeway. The fairgrounds are right there. See that big amphitheater looking thing?
That hole.
And that little tower? That's the fairgrounds.
Gotcha.
Then it'll come back up. Don't let it come up too far. Push forward, push forward.
Sorry.
We'll let them know we're over the fairgrounds.
Traffic, Cessna 739, Quebec, Lima, taxi across runway 35.
From the fairgrounds, take me to the Frederickson plant, which is that white building, the furthest one out.
Is, clear
See out there? Yep, that's the furthest one out. So go to that side, east side of that. Pierce County traffic, Cessna 55 Echo is over the fairgrounds, 1,500 feet, set up 45, 35, Pierce.
Pierce County traffic, 7 kilo
1,500 feet,
final for 35.
45, 35, and you see the airport?
Yes.
Meridian, there's the airport. You can even see the lights right now, right? For 17?
Yeah.
4 lights on. 23, just 2,300 RPM. Always 23. That's your kind of your cruise, safe, nice, not too much, not too little.
Gotcha.
Gets a good speed. It'll give you about 105 knots in this thing. And you'll learn to trim it out for the right amount because it'll just feel right. So here we're going to come over here for the Frederickson plant, but we're going to turn that way when we get on the 45 for it. McCord is right over here. That's why we aren't just flying over this way a little bit. About a mile that way, we're going to be in McCord's airspace.
No, thank
so
you.
We're trying to stay here, and that's why we're using the Frederickson plant to take us straight to that. And the Frederickson one's that. The one with the step up is IKEA. We want to go Frederickson plant.
Okay. So we want to go.
The furthest east one, yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, I see it.
Yep, right there. So we're looking for other traffic. Might have people crossing over. Might have people off your wing coming in behind you here. So we're looking for any of that. He's on left base. We're listening for his call. And if you can't hear them, you can turn this up here.
Okay.
If you can't hear me, you can turn this up here.
Okay.
And you can turn that one up first, this one second. For me. For them, it's this one.
Gotcha.
But make sure that one's all the way up usually.
Right.
Always, in these crappy little headsets. All right. So we're coming up on a 45-degree angle to midfield, right?
Yeah.
So you can see the runways there. We're kind of looking 45. We're looking pretty close here. And a cheat is the power lines. See them right there?
Yeah.
So we're kind of hitting those on our way to the Frederickson plant. We're on a 45. So we can make our turn. But we're checking for anybody taking off and turning crosswind. If we got good timing, we'll do it now.
9 Mike Fox, final, runway 35, Pierce.
Let them know. So Pierce County traffic, Cessna 55 Echo, 45 for 35, Pierce.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna 55 Echo, 45, 35, Pierce.
There you go. So we're on the 45 for 35.
Okay.
And you could add the word left traffic, left 35.
Pierce County traffic,
That
Cessna 7 kilo Mike is turning left crosswind 35, full stop, Pierce County.
See that guy?
Yeah.
That traffic, sorry, on the 45.
Yeah, right there.
Yep. So that's what we're kind of spacing for, but it's not our problem. And he's Kilo Mike, so he's a 152, so he's slower than us.
Yeah.
But we're keeping our speed up a little higher right now. Normally I'd be slowing it up to 80, but we're going to keep going pretty good here.
Okay.
So once we make this turn, you can back that power out to about 2,000 as we turn downwind. So you want your wing spar halfway up the runway, or the runway halfway up the wing spar. So make your turn right about here. Keep your nose up a little bit as we turn. Back your power out to 20. Might need a little more back pressure as you back out power. You need to lift it up a little bit.
Pierce 798 Super Victor is 5 miles to the south, on GPS 35. We'll be breaking it off your shortly and entering out 45 for left
middle of your wing spar. It's good.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna 7 kilo Mike's left downwind, number 2 for 35, full stop, Pierce County.
5 Echo, left downwind, 35, full stop, Pierce. Okay, car beat.
Car beat.
Power back to 15.
Power back to 15.
Hold my back pressure there.
Hold.
Just not pull it back, just hold it. 80
hold it.
flaps, power, or flaps. There you go. So 80 flap range flaps. That's what I'm going to say.
Gotcha.
Pitch forward, hold 80. Looking over my shoulder at the runway. That's how I judge the turn. I don't use the water tower, which is a cheat. It's right there.
Oh, okay.
Everybody uses it, but it's a cheat.
Gotcha.
Another cheat is when I drop 200 feet, make my turn. So let's make our turn. That's also cheap, but I'm using the runway to judge that. Looking back at it.
739 Mike Fox, down and clear.
Sorry.
You can't see it now. Blocking it.
Too much wing.
And we're rolling out here. We're looking for 70 knots on the end of this turn, so I'm bringing my nose up almost to level, but not quite.
Right.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna 84823635, left crosswind departure kilometer 2000
Look that way.
southbound.
Look this way. Okay? Nobody's cutting inside you, which does happen, and that's really shitty.
Yeah, that is shit.
Pierce County traffic, Cessna 5 Echo, left base to final, 35 Pierce. All right, so we're making our turn for final. We're feeling good. We could have put in flaps there because we're a little high, and we can go ahead and put some in now. You want to avoid them on the turns if you can, just because if they come off, one comes out, one doesn't, it'll suck.
Yep.
And we're still a little high, so a little bit of power, bring it out to about 1100. I'm judging that based on the cowling and the numbers, so it's too close to it.
Gotcha.
One more notch of flaps. Keeping it straight. One more notch of flaps, looking way down the runway, not aiming at the numbers.
Right.
And yep, that's all my flaps. Holding 65 or better. I'm still a little high, so I can produce a little bit more power. There you go. Right there is good. Just hold this right here. Watching out for crows, not a big deal. If that was a duck, we'd care. Keeping it straight, don't use your rudders too much. You're using your ailerons to drift back and forth.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
Right about here, slowly let your nose come up a little bit. Just let it relax. We're not really letting it come up, we're just letting it relax.
Gotcha.
Bring your nose up a little more. Try to touch your nose to the other end of the runway. Hold it right in there. Hold it right in there. Back your power out. There you go.
Traffic 92 Victor is over.
Hold this back pressure. You need a little bit more back pressure. I was holding something.
45, 35 here.
Rolling out nice and smooth. Start to brake about here. Keep that yoke back. Start to brake right about here, just straight ahead.
Traffic.
That's good.
423 is
all the way out.
1,600.
It's a little too fast of a turn, so it got a little bit. So we just go a little. It was fine, and you would have rolled a little shallower turn, and they wouldn't have felt that. But
okay.
It was all good. You still have everything. Don't give it to me. Pulling out here, looking for traffic. Lots of stuff happens now. Now we're finally done with the landing. Once we're at a full stop, lights. Car beat, 1,000, good, and flaps gently up.